Managing Director of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, Ravi Menon, Governor of Bank Indonesia, Bapak Peri Warjiyo, the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Singapore, His Excellency Suryo Pratomo, distinguished guests from Singapore, Indonesia, and from all around the world, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the launch ceremony of the QR payment linkage between Indonesia and Singapore. I'm Yvonne. Now, the cross-border QR payment linkage between Singapore and Indonesia is a significant milestone today in the efforts by the Monetary Authority of Singapore and Bank Indonesia in promoting greater integration of the digital economy and financial ecosystem, as well as boosting economic growth between the two countries. Now, this linkage is not just a technological breakthrough, but it will be a game changer for travelers and small and micro businesses. So tourists will now be able to make payments more seamlessly, and merchants will be able to tap into a wider pool of customers and also improve their market access to these two nations. And today, we are really honored to have MD Ravi and Governor Peri here with us to officiate the launch of the QR payment linkage between Singapore and Indonesia. So there will be 3 parts to this program. We will first start by screening a video to show you what you can expect from this QR payment linkage. And then we will have MD Ravi and Governor Peri deliver remarks. And finally, we will have MD Ravi and Governor Peri execute a live cross-border QR payment using the KRIS and NETS QR. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite you to turn your attentions to the screen right now for the opening video.
Singapore and Indonesia, 2 nations bonded by trade and tourism, now brought even closer together. With the new QR payment linkage, individuals and businesses can now make and receive cross-border payments efficiently, conveniently, and securely. All of this in just 3 simple steps. Launch banking app, scan QR code, verify transaction and complete payment. As a result, payments are simplified, businesses empowered, and trade energized. Strengthening bilateral financial cooperation between Singapore and Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite our distinguished guests, MD Ravi and Governor Peri, to join us on stage, please. MD, Governor, big round of applause for them, please. And now I would first like to invite Governor Peri to deliver his remarks. Governor, please.
Thank you very much, my dear friend, MD Ravi Menon, Ambassador Tommy, Dejon, Governor Rashid, everybody. Very good afternoon. What about we will see in a few moments is not only a connectivity of QR, single QR connecting Indonesia and Singapore. But this is a legacy of connecting people, connecting business, and connecting economy, trade, and investment. Especially those of small, medium enterprises. Not only for us, the old guys, but for our children. Imagine in the future, the 4 countries will be connecting, starting from today. Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand already connecting together using cross-border payment system starting with QR. Fast payment, and will start business. Legacy that we will create from this afternoon. Where is the applause? Legacy for our generation, digitalization will be there. Why we can create legacy? 3 keywords. 1, vision. I remember in 2018 when my first governorship back then, the first period, Ravi told me, why we digitalize Asia, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Back then, I'm still a student of digitalization. But he sent me to tutor for Indonesia to digitalize. Indonesia is one of the fast-growing digitalization of the payment system in the world, using our blueprint of payment system of Indonesia. Vision, 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 and 2022, G20, we come together, the 5 governors, connecting our regional payment system, QR, fast payment. And now, today, the 4 countries connecting. Vision. Second, determination. If you want to create legacy for our future, not only vision, but determination to move forward. This is the determination of the 5 central banks, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and soon the Philippines will join us to move forward to digitalize. Determination. And number 3, collaboration. We cannot create legacy of this digitalization only by vision, by determination, but collaboration. Thank you, Ravi, for this very wonderful occasion. Let's move on to digitalize Asia to the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Governor Perry. Loving the energy there and that big buzzword, connectivity. I'd now like to invite MD Ravi to address us, please. MD.
Thank you, Yvonne. How do I start? It's an amazing, After what you've just heard from my good friend, Bank Indonesia Governor Pak Perry, he's laid out the vision in such bold terms. Yeah. So the best I can do is to just elaborate a few factual points, but we're totally on this together. We've had so many conversations, and I'm so glad that the 5 of us in ASEAN have come together to do this. And these are all the building blocks and steps towards that vision of a multilateralized payment system across the 5 ASEAN countries, to which we are committed. So welcome to Singapore. Thanks so much for coming for this very significant milestone in our cross-border payments journey. You know, Singapore and Indonesia, we enjoy excellent relationship. We have many historical ties, and our collaboration is multifaceted. And we went through crisis together. We went through crisis together and challenges together. The COVID-19 pandemic was an important one. And during the pandemic, it completely halted the people travel flows between our 2 countries. And now that we have reopened, there's a resurgence in tourist flows between our 2 countries. Many of us enjoy going to Indonesia, and we think many Indonesians enjoy coming to Singapore. And this growth in tourism in ASEAN is something that is going to continue as people's incomes rise and they want to explore their region and their neighbors. And payments connectivity is so critical to that. I think with payments connectivity, not only does it become easier for tourists to travel to each other's countries, spend in a convenient and safe manner, it also opens up opportunities in e-commerce. That means even without visiting the country. For small and medium enterprises, when I get a QR code or I send a QR code for payment as an invoice, it makes it so much easier. And that is a major boon for small and medium enterprises who today pay a very high cost for making interbank transfers. So this is going to be helpful for really the tourists, the migrant workers, the small and medium enterprises. I can't think of a better example of financial inclusion across ASEAN than this. And this connection between our 2 countries is something we value greatly. It's going to be so mutually beneficial for our people, our enterprises, and our workers. So let me conclude. I want to extend my appreciation to Bank Indonesia. This has been a great cooperation and partnership. And all our industry partners, we worked very closely with the private sector on this, on both the Indonesian side and the Singaporean side to make this possible. And I do hope our friends from Indonesia, you get a chance to use what we have just going to launch now,
Durian.
Scan and Pay, spend money and support the Singapore FinTech Festival.
Durian.
And on our part, we look forward to visiting Indonesia soon. And on Bali or Jakarta, we look forward to using our phones to buy. So thank you very much, and Governor Perry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, MD and Governor Perry. Please remain on stage. Indeed, this QR payment linkage is going to be a game changer for many, and we are going to show you exactly how. Okay, so in positions right now. For this next segment of the program, I know Governor Perry's really excited, right? I mean, I'm just seeing these wide smiles from him the moment he stepped on stage. So Governor Perry and MD are going to execute the live QR payments. Not right. You need the QR labels. So let's bring up real. Okay, real. Okay, it's going to be real. Okay, it's alive, and we're going to make sure it actually happens. So I want to invite for this next segment the Nets Group CEO, Mr. Lawrence Chan, as well as Pak Santoso Lim, who is the chairman of the Indonesia Payment Systems Association, to join MD and Governor on stage, please. So Lawrence will be handling the Nets QR, and then we have Pak Santoso handling the Chris QR, okay? When all four gentlemen are in place, let me see that. Do we have, okay. All right, are we ready to go? Okay, so here we go. Let's change up the pictures, please, on the slides. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, MD Ravi and Governor Perry have been transported to different places, respectively. MD Ravi is at a souvenir shop at Kuta Beach in Bali, and Governor Perry is at an urban store. This one is actually at Jewel Changi Airport. Ravi in Bali, you in Singapore. Yeah, we just said cross-border, right? Okay. So Governor Perry, you're at Jewel Changi Airport. You're about to buy some souvenirs for your family before you catch the flight home, all right? And so in line with both countries' digitalization drives, Governor and MD will be leading the way by making payments with the Nets and Chris QR payments. So let me take you through this entire payment process. So here we go. MD Ravi will launch the UOB mobile app on his phone, and likewise, Governor Perry will launch the Indonesian Financial Institution app on his phone, and they will navigate to the QR payment function and scan the QR codes. So MD Ravi, please scan, yes, the QR code for Chris QR. He's at the souvenir shop in Bali, okay? Imagine that. And you can too, yes. Governor Perry, please scan the QR code at the Irvins store. They then key in the amount for their purchases. For MD, it's 100,000 Indonesian rupiah. For Governor, 8 Singapore dollars. You can spend more later, but for now, 8 Singapore dollars. 8 Singapore dollars, okay? Easy one first. Okay. So 100,000 rupiah, 8 Singapore dollars. They then review, okay, you must review the details of the payment to be made. Now, he will be able to see the amount of the purchase as well as the corresponding amount in Indonesian rupiah and the Singapore dollars that will be debited from the account. Yeah, hang on a second. No, wait. Okay. This means it's instantaneous, guys. It works. We want to show you that the transfer of payments has gone through instantaneously. So the payments have gone through, and the transparency means that all users will be able to see the very competitive exchange rate up front before they decide to go ahead with the payments or not. So we have the 4 gentlemen there. Congratulations to Governor and MD for the very successful payments transfer. Hang on a second. Governor, you can't go off yet. MD, please remain on stage. They want one more photo of both gentlemen. MD, can you hang on to the phone, please? You still have to hold on to the transfer notification. Yeah, Governor's got it. They would like one more photo of both Governor and MD on stage showing the successful payments transfer. This is really to commemorate a very momentous occasion between Singapore and Indonesia. That game-changing QR payment linkage between the two countries is now officially live. Yes. Thank you for the applause, ladies and gentlemen. To greater connectivity and more. Okay, Governor, MD, that's not all. Okay, but it's still another portion of this program. So let me just take you through this one now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited to announce another exciting milestone in efforts by the Monetary Authority of Singapore and Bank Indonesia to promote the wider use of local currencies for That's right, for bilateral transactions. That's right. This is meant to complement the QR payment linkage in facilitating the use of Singapore dollar and Indonesian rupiah for the settlement of cross-border payments between businesses in both countries. And that's also meant to reduce the risk of exchange rate exposure and the cost of conducting bilateral transactions. So we'd like to invite Governor Perry and MD Ravi to exchange this letter of intent of establishing a local currency settlement framework with a handshake and, of course, to show the letter of intent, please. Big round of applause. This is another huge commitment by both central banks that they wish to implement the local currency settlement framework in 2024. Thank you very much, Governor Perry and MD Ravi. And now I'd like to invite the officials from the Monetary Authority of Singapore and Bank Indonesia to join Governor and MD on stage. And we also like to invite the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Singapore, His Excellency Suryo Pratomo, to join Governor and MD on stage, please. May I invite once again the officials from MAS and Bank Indonesia to join Governor and MD on stage for a group photo. It's meant to be almost as instantaneous as that QR payment linkage that just went through, though, okay? So while they organize themselves for a photo, ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to let you know that customers of participating financial institutions will be able to make payments via their mobile apps in both Indonesia and Singapore. And so from Singapore's side, we have OCBC and UOB. And from Indonesia's side, we have Bank BCA, Bank CIMB Niaga, Bank BPD Bali, Bank BRI, Bank BSI, Bank Mega, Bank Sinarmas, Bank Permata, Dana, and Netsme. So once again, a huge congratulations to the Monetary Authority of Singapore and Bank Indonesia on the successful launch of the QR payment linkage between Singapore and Indonesia. It was a success and it went through instantaneously. This will truly be a game changer and a technological breakthrough for many citizens in this region. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Governor Perry, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, MD. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, really excited that we've officially launched this amazing QR payment linkage between Indonesia and Singapore that will be a game changer for many. We want to thank our participating partners from Singapore, OCBC and UOB. I think he wants to continue shopping. Yeah, Governor Perry is in it to get shopping. We also want to thank the 4 Indonesian switches, which is Alto, Jalin, Artajasa, and Rintis. And once again, our Indonesian participants, and that is Bank BCA, Bank CIMB Niaga, Bank BPD Bali, Bank BRI, Bank BSI, Bank Mega, Bank Sinarmas, Bank Permata, Dana, and Netsme. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you shortly. We're going to do a quick refresh because there's another connectivity coming right up.